Anxiety. Anxiety is a normal and often healthy emotion. However, after experiencing anxiety on a regular basis, it often becomes a mental health disorder characterized by feelings of worry, anxiety, or fear that are strong enough to interfere with one's daily activities. Anxiety can be presented in many different forms, from separation anxiety to social anxiety and so on. So I sat down with my close friend Macy to hear her experience with anxiety and ask her a few questions about it. Unfortunately, because of COVID and Macy's anxiety, we had to conduct this interview over a Discord call. Hey Macy, thanks for being here. I know this is going to be tough, but let's just get started, alright?
Okay.
What is your diagnosis?
My main three diagnoses are generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and depression. But, anxiety has a bunch of different branches. So I also have social anxiety, test anxiety, agoraphobia, probably some that I'm going to find out later in life, but those are the main ones.
What do those diagnoses mean? Like, what is generalized anxiety?
Um, that's pretty much what everyone has, and you don't like public speaking, so you get nervous. It's that. Panic disorder is where you have panic attacks, which a lot of people don't have whenever they actually do start feeling anxiety or are put in a situation that makes them uncomfortable. A lot of people don't have panic attacks, but I do.
And the last one, if you want to answer. If you don't want to answer anything during this interview, that is okay.
Well, depression, I feel like everyone really knows what that is. It's just, uh, I'm not gonna say being sad because a lot of people with depression are actually pretty happy people. It's just some days it's hard to get out of bed, or it's hard to take a shower, hard to brush your teeth, hard to eat. Just
Yeah.
it's not having motivation.
So, have you always had anxiety, and what is your earliest memory of anxiety?
It hasn't always been this extreme, which I'm sure we'll get to how messed up I am currently later on in the interview. But my first memory was being maybe like 3 years old and trying to take a dance lesson, and I just couldn't do it because my mom wasn't allowed to be in the room with me. And so that, I was 3 years old with separation anxiety, and that affected me later in life where, 10 years old, everyone was having sleepovers and birthday parties, and my mom had to be there. And sometimes it's still like that, and it sucks.
So, would you say that's the tipping point of like how it all tumbled out of control for you, or
No, my pap passed away right before I turned 10, and that just threw me into. That's whenever I developed depression, and it threw me into anger and sadness and everything, and it just made things a lot worse.
um do you have like a support system, or like some like people that help you out with this, or does that even help at all, you know?
Um, my family and friends are really big support systems. Obviously, it's very frustrating for them because don't understand as much. My parents both have anxiety. Some of my friends have anxiety, so they do understand, but they, everybody's different, and mine has never been this extreme.
You already had anxiety and all this other stuff, depression. Mono just kind of like made it worse in a way because you just didn't like you just stayed at home all the time, right?
Yeah, the way that anxiety works, or at least for me, is I will have years where I can, someone says, hey, you want to go here and do this? And I don't have to think twice. I can go and I can do it. But the past few years, I haven't seen friends in months. Obviously COVID's a thing, that's
Yeah.
another reason. But, I haven't, you know, left the house to go see anyone, to go do anything. And it was even, before COVID had started. Something that I would say to a younger kid dealing with anxiety would be to just not give up. You're not crazy. You're not alone. A lot of people deal with this, and there are ways around it. Everybody's different. Everybody has things that can help them that won't help them. You just have to figure out what it is, and you will be okay. Is that good? Is that good?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.